Oh, check this out. Well, here we go. This is our little Louisiana milk snake. This is one of my favorite snakes to find out here. That is absolutely incredible. Alright guys, well today we're going to be out here looking for Louisiana milk snakes. Louisiana milk snakes are something I've grown up finding, and they're one of my favorite snakes. Now since we have such mild winters here in Louisiana, this is actually one of the better times to find milk snakes. Louisiana milk snakes are small, brilliantly colored snakes that inhabit a few areas along the Gulf Coast. Because of their bright colors, spotting them is easy, but finding them in the first place can normally be very difficult. My favorite time to find these snakes is late fall to early winter. Not only is this a good time to find these snakes, but it's also good because the wasps are currently hibernating, so I don't have to worry about them as much. Oh, yeah, little toad. What are you? Oh, he's a popsicle toad. Look at that. Just a little Gulf Coast toad. This is one of many little things out here that'll just be sitting under these logs. And he is very cold. He's a little flat guy right now. Nice and flat sitting under that log. Gulf Coast toads are our most common toad species here. And he is very, very cold. Everything is going to be getting underground right now, under logs. And you know, it doesn't mean we can't find stuff. It just means they're going to be like this. Like this guy, he is very inactive right now. Not going to be eating too much. Even though we have mild winters, when it gets down into the 30s, that's when reptiles start saying no to everything and they just dig straight underground. Oh, it's alright, little buddy. So yeah, Gulf Coast toad. This is just a little baby one. It's getting away from me there. They get quite a bit bigger than this, and neat to see. Definitely not what we're looking for, but hopefully we'll find something else soon. So I'll put this right there, and yeah. So hopefully we can find some milk snakes soon. Oh, check this out. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Any more? A lot of holes in this log, man. Oh my goodness, check this out. Well, here we go. This is our little Louisiana milk snake. This is one of my favorite snakes to find out here. That is absolutely incredible. Have a look at this. He's got a broken band over here. Sometimes milk snakes can have completely different patterns than other ones, and you can see this one actually has a broken band, or actually a couple of different broken bands. And the norm for a milk snake like this would have to be the red banding, the black banding, and then the white banding. But sometimes bands get kind of broken up, and that's due to genetic mutations and just little color variations. But this one's got a couple on them, which is pretty interesting. Now this would be a young one. I would just say this one would be between 2 or 3 years old, and they get pretty decent size. However, they don't get big. They only max out at about 2.5 to 3 feet long. So this would still be a very small one. Now a snake like this would be eating little skinks and lizards under logs and stuff, and wintertime is actually my favorite time to look for these snakes, especially the younger ones. And this is just a very, very cool snake to see out here. Now Louisiana milk snakes really prefer this kind of environment, palmettos and live oak trees, and they specifically like the trees, and this is just something that I've noticed, with kind of this black log rot on them. This one doesn't have a lot of it on it, but you can see there's some kind of black mold that grows on the logs, and they'll get all up in these. There could be 2 more milk snakes in this log right now, and that's really what you're going to see the most of with milk snakes, is they're going to get inside of live oak logs during the wintertime. You can see that the patterns don't go all the way around on this one, and you can actually get different color variations for this kind of snake. They can have a black belly, they can have bands that go all the way around. I always love finding milk snakes. It's always super special. And yeah, this is just a little guy, so we're gonna keep looking and see if we can find any more or find some other snakes. Alright, here you go, little buddy. Back under your log there. Yo, there we go. That's a big one. Check that out. That is a milk snake right there. Oh my goodness. That thing is beautiful. Oh, check this out. He's got a black belly. This is a little bit of a color difference from that last one that we found, but as you can see, it's got a lot more black on its belly. Very cool snake. Now this one would definitely be an adult. However, they do get bigger than this, but not by much. This would be a pretty decent sized adult snake. Now Louisiana milk snake's temperament really varies greatly. Sometimes you can get a super friendly one, sometimes they're absolutely crazy, and sometimes they're like this. They're kind of cold right now, so he's not super active, but he definitely musked on me the second I picked him up. And milk snakes are king snakes, so they'll eat other snakes, and really they're just an awesome snake to find. Now a lot of people would look at this snake and instantly think that it looks like a coral snake, and a lot of people also remember the rhyme, red on black, venom black, red on yellow, kill a fellow. And then one other thing is that the bands on Louisiana milk snakes aren't actually yellow. They're more of a whitish gray coloration. So normally when it's that kind of color, it's definitely not going to be a coral snake. And oftentimes people see that bright red coloration and instantly think that this is a venomous snake and kill it, and that's a real shame. Now this snake doesn't come out in the open too much. However, in the summertime, they will sometimes come to edges, and sometimes they'll be out on the road, but that's extremely rare. This is normally how you're going to find Louisiana milk snakes, in and under logs. And what's crazy is a single milk snake could live under a log its entire life. This snake may have lived in this log since it was a little tiny baby. And that's pretty crazy. They're born inside the logs, they lay their eggs inside the logs, and they eat the skinks and the other snakes that come inside the log. They get their water from the moisture on top and inside the log, and it's pretty crazy. It's literally a little tiny ecosystem that they'll live in their entire life sometimes. Now Louisiana milk snakes are on the small side compared to other king snakes and milk snakes. However, they will eat other snakes that are smaller than them. Predators of these guys would be other milk snakes, moccasins would eat them. Other snakes really are something that would eat these guys a lot. In fact, coral snakes, one of the coral snakes' favorite foods is actually milk snakes. These guys go at it all the time because they will both eat each other. And really most of the time it's going to end up being which snake is bigger and stronger. That's the one that's going to eat the other one. Alright, we're going to go ahead and put this guy back under his log and keep looking. You go, bud? Looking for milk snakes isn't just randomly flipping logs over in the woods. It's all about location and the exact type of logs these snakes inhabit. Oh my goodness, yeah! Look at that! That is gorgeous, yes! Yes. Look at that snake! My goodness, that is beautiful right there. Look at that. Bright colors, beautiful white, not even gray on him. He's really white. He's got a really cool belly pattern. And look at his face. He's got white and black markings on it. Not as big as the one we just found, but really pretty. It's a little bit slow, musked on me a little bit, but he's not trying to bite me. I'm having to guess that they're not biting because it's so chilly. But this is insane. I love seeing that bright red contrast on the brown and black dirt. It's just really exciting and gorgeous to see. Now you can see his face. He's got a really cute face. He's got white all under his chin. That is an awesome snake. Now what I call this, I kind of call this like a baby phase or a baby coloration, because this is kind of the color that they have when they're young. They have this bright red, bright white, and little white lines under their face, and some of them will actually keep that coloration. Many of them lose it completely. They turn a darker gray color, and their belly patterns change, and their face gets a little bit darker, but some of them keep that pattern, and this is one of them. And he doesn't have any orange on his banding. Something that's kind of cool is sometimes on their white banding, they'll get a little bit of orange. And we call that a Tangerine Louisiana milk snake. That's just what we call it. I haven't seen it called that anywhere else. But it's when the white bands have kind of orange on them. It's not going to be yellow, but it's just going to be a light orange tint. Now one of this size would mostly be eating green animals and occasionally other snakes. They'll eat ringneck snakes. That's one of their favorite things to eat. And they'll also eat five-line skinks. That's another thing that they really love to eat. Now, Louisiana milk snakes are not an endangered species. However, they're becoming increasingly more rare due to people killing them and their habitat being so specific. This log right here could be well over 100 years old just to produce one single spot where a snake like this can live. So that's pretty crazy, and it's pretty specific requirements that this snake actually needs. And the environments that they like are oaky, palmettos, and those kinds of environments are kind of being destroyed right now. There are a few areas where they're very protected, but not enough, really. It's a gorgeous snake and not one that you're going to see much. They don't come out in the open much whatsoever. Now check this out. I'm going to put him on this, some green moss. And I really want you to be able to see how gorgeous this snake is. This is actually a really good way to contrast his color. Bright red, bright white, and those black stripes. This is definitely one of the coolest snakes you can find out here. And look at that, we got Christmas colors, green and red. Merry Christmas, everybody. This is a very cool snake to be finding out here. And it's been a really good day for finding these guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like, and I will see you guys next time. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and put this little guy back. Here you go, little fella. Back under your log.